Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So last time we did a lot in Footfall. We kind of went all around. We did a few quests, more or less. Some with Argenta, which is what we're doing here. We tried to follow a trail, which I kind of got stuck on with another quest, which was like, go find a bunch of different clues in Footfall where a hidden cache might be. Seems like I can't get to the rot area here where there's a bunch of mines laid all around, so I might have to go back to that later. But to start off today, I figured we would finish the quest for Argenta here, where there's a cultist lair here in Footfall. Because, well, she wants to find some use for herself, and there's some cultists here that might be converting people. So, let's go see what's in here, if there are actually cultists, or what the deal is. Because it's going to be fun to actually get to use this bird that I got for Pascal. Finally, if there is actually combat in here.
A revelation was sent to me.
Well, right off the bat, we got some cargo.
Attention to detail is the key to
Powers
success.
unseen.
Let's get...
Know nothing, and neither do the ignorant.
Actually, who has the higher, trap disarm here?
What torment?
Well, I'll go in with, Cabela here.
The thread.
I think she has a higher disarm chance. Yeah, 100%. We found another one.
The Vizier.
And the entire group gets the experience, so it's not the biggest deal.
Just as I was taught.
We get everyone walking here again.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Disarm the trap. Oh, Argenta actually is the better one here. So I'm probably going to be going in that door, but I want to get the goods here, which is just cargo. Yeah, nothing right there. So back to the door we have here, and immediately there is something. Oh, they're having some kind of a ritual. Open the doors for us, guide our way, twist our way, we beseech thee. The edge of daybreak, the edge of daybreak. Yeah, oh, they made him explode into something there. Is that another Zenith demon? Argenta is not happy about that. She hit someone.
Is naught but ashes.
Cultist sorcerer, a pink whore. I think that's Zenith. Cultist leader with 100 some health, and then just some sorcerers. Okay. So Cassia, let's get behind full cover. With me, there's some good cover right here. Pascal, get behind the box. You know, I never saw, but do I even get to name the bird? No, it's just called Vengeance of Mars. Okay. It would have been more fun if I got to name the bird, but such as it is. Our melee people get to run right up to the front. We'll cover all fronts there, and then Argenta is right here. So it'd be kind of fun to see if I can't, like, get right here and then spray all of them. Where'd my bird fly to? I'm sorry, but where did he just go? Oh, he is soaring, so I don't know where he is. So I haven't used any of these abilities that I've gotten for my new archetype since I have gotten them. So let's take a look here. Front line, Grand Strategist marks an area 4x4 souls. All allies in the front line gain bonus to armor, and enemies suffer more damage from that source. Wait. I don't really need the extra armor, so let's make them take more damage, especially that pink whore. Backline takes more damage. Backline is also a 0 AP thing, so I want to use this. More cover efficiency and more dodge reduction. We definitely want this on Argenta. Let's put it right here.
That is foolishness.
Areas can't overlap.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay. Rear. Grand Strategist marks 5 by 2 cells on the battlefield. All allies in the rear deal extra damage with range attacks, gain over penetration, and critical hit chance. That's gonna be me.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Now, voice of command, let's hit Argenta, so she has better stats. Hopefully she can hit people up here. I doubt I can Littlest Stare without hitting allies. So in that case, none of them are really in cover yet. So let's Air of Authority on Argenta. And we'll do Bring It Down on her. Then she can burst a bunch of them. And just see what we hit.
I dedicate the Emperor's judgment.
Furious Recital, just for the extra zeal there and momentum. And I think we're good. Cassia, we're fine. And Argenta goes again. We're gonna concentrate fire. We're gonna, you know, I want to see something here because I have the Ripper. This would do 8 shots. So let's try this really quick.
Doubt is for the weak.
Well, that didn't do much, but then if I switch back, I can do run and gun. We move to the cover.
By faith.
And then we just pop the cultist. Okay. Pink Horror goes. That's a little bit of a spray. Not sure what he just hit us with there. But that is a massive down. Horrors the Warp suffers -5 weapon skill, ballistic skill, and -1 resolve per difficulty tier of the demon for 1 round. So that's a -20. Okay. Cabela. So you can see where the openings are on each target for me to use aim for the opening. So this will do a lot of damage, just doesn't say how much exactly. I can do Death from Above to not use... we'll save that. We'll just move here for now.
Footprints of scarlet.
I do aim for the opening. Can hit this cultist sorcerer right in front of us.
Trust me.
That uses an AP. But now, whichever side is closest to the assassin, if this opening is not hit by the end of the assassin, it... Okay. So that just does extra damage. Oh, that's just an additional opening. Okay, never mind. So let's strike. Actually... Let's go back to the two-hander here. So this will do up to 20 damage to the cultist sorcerer. How does that trait of hers actually work? Lethality. Not entirely sure. I thought that was supposed to do more damage or something, and maybe it technically did. So it max 20 damage, and I hit for a 21. I don't know. Let's do Blade Dance, but I'm going to switch to the dual wield for that, just so I do more attacks. So this way I attack with twice with each weapon in hand, so I theoretically do more damage this way.
Blade whispers your name.
I was hoping to target the Cultist Sorcerer with that, but that's fine. Okay, base lethality shows base lethality before modifiers. Lethality is equal to dodge or I think I get a damage bonus to lethality is the thing that it read like. I do a damage to, or get a damage buff to death from above too, because they were below half health, but still not enough to take either of them down. Youch.
Death is a blessing.
Attack of opportunity because he tried to run away. A lot of psychers here, it looks like. Good luck, Ablard. He has a plasma pistol. Alright, so let's tie up the pink horror. Brace for the extra health, or yeah, endure. Then let's give it a good old smackaroo. Nope, that's parry. And let's up our dodge or block chance on this thing.
It will be done.
Okay, main character time. I want to see something here. Looks like I'll miss Argenta if I hit this cultist. Okay. So we're going to do Hunt Down Prey. I think this is only a tier 1 target. Doesn't really say. Oh, it does say tier 1, tier 2. Gotcha, cool. Cultist Sorcerer over there is a tier 2. But I need a tier 3 or higher to get the critical damage and critical chance buff. And I think only the pink horror is going to be... Oh, there is a tier 3 here. That's a cultist leader, though, and I'm not going to one-hit him. Alright, so I'm just going to use Hunt Down Prey, get the maximum wounds as temporary wounds. That will be the cultist right here. We're going to do Perfect Spot for plus cover efficiency, perception, ballistic skill.
Guidance.
I will analyze the pink horror for later, because I do have extra AP right now. But then we're just going to pop the cultist, and he goes down.
Demise.
And then that can be that. Pascal. I think I have to activate soaring to get the bird to go. So I don't see how to activate the bird. Which is an enemy in their line of sight and an unoccupied cell adjacent to it. The Cyber Eagle stops soaring, lands at the cell without provoking an attack of opportunity, deals twice its weapon damage to adjacent targets. Okay. The enemy only has melee. It uses... Okay. It only has melee, which none of these guys do. And then, if the enemy has a ranged weapon, it shoots at the Cyber Eagle using the lowest AP cost attack, with an additional plus 50% chance to hit that enemy's allies. There we go, that's what I wanted. So let's have the birdie go at the cultist, landing here. 51 damage, holy cow. I was gonna say, the bird can go at the cultist and have the cultist leader try to shoot at the allies. And that wasn't as intuitive as I thought it would be, but Vengeance of Mars can take out the cultist leader now. Then probably try to take out that cultist sorcerer behind the pipes. So let's do precise attack.
Cogitation failed.
And pop him.
The undesired.
I probably should have done the area attack, but that's fine. Then we'll analyze enemy on the pink core.
Approved.
Oh, the bird doesn't work like the Mastiff, where the Mastiff was down every single turn. Okay. So these areas, do they stay down? Because I want them to stay down. We'll voice the command the main character.
I'm not accustomed to being
That way we get extra stats. We will Air of Authority for the extra AP. Not that I really need it. And then let's do Bring It Down on Cabela here. Because what she can do right now is Brutal Strike, hitting both the Cultist Sorcerer and the Pink Horror. And then I can smash into Pink Horror, who I was gonna say, I don't see a weak spot on him, but I think it's actually right here on the side. And we'll do Take Aim on Argenta again, just for that little bit of accuracy. Revel in Slaughter. Oop, wrong button. I think we'll just take the attack of opportunity here.
This battlefield in righteous fury.
Gonna do precise attack, so or a controlled shot, so we don't hit our allies. We would only hit the Pink Horror for 1 to 3 damage. And this is 2 AP, isn't it? Yeah, okay. This is just for the next shot, right? So what I could do is Firearm Mastery. And then that... Number of attacks equal to weapon fire, minimum 2. So if I switch to the Ripper, I probably would get more attacks. And those don't spend AP, so yeah, we'll do this. Hoping to hit these guys. Actually, you know what? I'll just hit this guy with the single shot.
Strike is a prayer.
Then what we'll do is I'll Firearm Mastery after switching to the Ripper, so I get all those extra shots.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
0 to 1. Wow. So maybe we take out the Cultist Sorcerer here.
I'll do it. That is not the Emperor's will. Eradicate it.
There we go. and see if we can't do anything to the pink core. 1 crit damage. Okay, I have to look at this guy. Warp shield for 1 round. Absorbs incoming damage. Yeah, that's why. Okay, well. I wonder if you can break that.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I refuse.
Well, okay, I'm not going to do much more to him. Well, Cabela's not doing great. So I need to get to his side. Can we just walk there without getting the attack of opportunity? Okay, cool. So let's hit him.
The shadows will see it done.
Oh, does he still have that? Oh, it's for 1 total round. Gotcha. Well, we'll just blade dance him then. And not too much. Oh, now he hastened the pink core. What does that do? Because that does not sound good. A despicable target. So it has ethereal flames, deals warp damage, decreasing the enemy's deflection by 1, armor by 10% per stack. But it was hastened, I thought. Okay, maybe it doesn't have haste anymore. And I can hurt it again. Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here.
Tactics are the best ones.
We're going to do breakthrough. That way I can do slash on it. Not that slash is gonna do too much, but
It will be done.
it's a little extra damage there. Shield bash is 0.
Who thought that was a good idea?
We're gonna taunting scream at it. That way it targets Abelard. And then we're gonna
It will be
get
done.
extra accuracy block on it. Let's see here. Per se shot.
Triumph. Ruin back.
We're gonna mark our bounty, or hunt down on the prey, and then we're going to perfect spot for the AP ballistic skill there. And then we're gonna hit the cultist leader and take out his wait, is he dead? That's a little weird. He's injured, and it's showing all the buffs on him, but is he dead or not? Whatever. Okay. Analyze enemy on the pink core.
Triumph.
I think I might have to find an angle on the pink core to shoot with Pascal, otherwise I'm going to hit Cabela. Because just to show if I do this, yeah, I 100% hit Cabela. If I attack from there, I don't. Okay.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
So we're going to get our bird down.
Request denied.
Attacking the pink horror.
Abide in the host of blessed creations of the Omniscient.
That hits so hard. Like, I would only hit for 28 with Pascal. Oh, it would cost an extra 2 AP to do that now, though. Yeah, let's analyze.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
And hell, let's do it again. Okay, that one didn't hit as hard, probably because it didn't have as many of the buffs on it. I kind of wish the eagle would stick around like the mastiff did.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
But I suppose it's not the worst thing in the world. If I shoot from here, do I hit Cabela? Good way to test. I do... Oh, it looks like I do. Shucks. Well, we can analyze.
I need no guidance.
Does he have armor? He has armor. So this exposed weakness here, which I never remove, decreases parry, armor, and dodge. 15 plus exploits times 2. This should reduce the armor to 0. Oh no, it won't. 15 plus exploits, so it'd be 19 times 2. So that'll still be minus 39 armor, if I do math right. Well, still quite a bit. Okay, I'm good with that. Then Air of Authority, Cabela.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Switch back to our Bolter.
Faith.
Revel and Slaughter for the AP, or the accuracy.
This is unacceptable.
And we'll just pop them
I'll
once.
do it.
Oh, he wants to run away. How cute.
If this is my death, may my blood be a worthy sacrifice.
Let's go over here so we're not in the way as much. We're going to Blade Dance on him.
Caught by the web.
Who even taught
Sorry, Abelard. I forgot. And we'll hit the pink core. And we can Blade Dance down here to hit him. And Abelard, you can probably finish him off. Slash him. I guess we didn't finish him off, but then if I just pop him through that hole, down he goes. Oh, now we have blue horse to deal with. I did not know that was gonna be a thing. Yikes. Okay. Good parry, otherwise we'd have a bad thing to deal with right now, Pascal. Okay. Obstruct Blue Horror 1, land here. It's at half health. Okay. I think we got one with that crit. Then... let's see here. We got 3 AP. Let's joint analysis. Allies do 5 more damage. I'm going to overcharge my plasma and hit the other blue whore. Hoping to hit it. Yikes. Hey, Cassia.
Do not dare ask me.
Let's start buffing people up. Voice of command on Argenta there. Take aim on the main character.
For the serfs?
And bring it down on the main character. I only need 1 shot here. 56 damage and 95%. It's down.
What a satisfying demise.
Okay, how's everyone doing? No injuries or traumas? Cultist leader still alive? Blaspheming heretic. Who were you praying to? I know those words. That call to a low... Of course you know them. I recognize you too. Lackey to the corpse on the throne, haven't you already experienced the power of the true god? Didn't you flee from us, shedding tears? Argenta recoils if from a blow, but then steps forward, grabs the cultist by the scruff of his neck, and makes him look her in the eyes, burning like embers. I am one of the Adepta Sororitas. I have never, not once in my life, fled from heretics and betrayers of humankind. Argenta, the heretic, must be interrogated. What do you want to know, servants of the corpse, Emperor? The names of my brethren? How many of us there are? Where we are? I will tell you myself. We are myriad. We are everywhere. And soon, very soon, you will hear our voices. And when you hear them at your back, so close you can feel our breath, then you will know the power of the true God. The undying Emperor is the one true God. You will soon learn this when you face his harsh judgment, as will all your accomplishment, as will all your accomplices. Just how many of you vermin are there? First Rykad miners, now here. Pascal pulls a number of instruments out from his robe. You would bet your life that the purpose of these items isn't to disassemble machines. He says casually, should you encounter difficulties during the information extraction process, I would recommend precise targeting of the ganglia. Oh, Pascal, I love you. I love your thinking. The cultist chuckles arrogantly, but pales under Pascal's calmly probing gaze. How do you know Argenta? Have you seen her on footfall before? Not on footfall. In another place, she flew right in, like a bird into a snare. Salus Prime. Argenta, what is he talking about? A planet. A place. It doesn't matter. I know these heretics. I fought them and was gravely wounded, but I swear I never turned from them and ran. If you truly have seen me on Salus Prime, someone among you must know a way to get there. Do you have your own ship, a navigator? Answer me. Oh, this is getting interesting, because if you remember, Argenta was only on Theodora's ship, and therefore only joined our retinue, because she was super, super wounded. And Theodora, I think it was just happened to come by and pull her out of there, or just happened to be on the world and pulled her out of there, but was in such a hurry that she didn't finish off the cultists that Argenta was fighting, and therefore these cultists live. So now there's, and this entire, like, there are so many planets that a chance encounter like this usually doesn't happen. And then, because, like, the mapping and a few other things were destroyed, we didn't even know what planet, or I didn't think she even knew what planet it was, let alone how to get back to that planet. But I guess it was Salus Prime. And now we might have a way of getting back there. Ships and maps, roads and doors, we have them all, but our paths are not for you. The true ship, the true god, spins his web, and you are but a fly, caught in it. But where is the spider? The cultist's eyes fill with madness. I need something more coherent. Rogue trader, we won't get anything from this madman. As for my part in the story, I will tell it, but not here, not in front of this madman. Okay, well then, what is this true god you keep mentioning? You will know in time. He gives you a wicked smile painted with fresh blood on his lips. Okay, Argenta, do your thing. You can kill me, servants of the corpse emperor, but you can't stop the victory of the true god. The edge of daybreak is nigh, and the hour of his triumph approaches. Silence hangs for a minute. Then Argenta turns to you and shrugs. That's it. We fulfilled the Reverend Hieronymus' request, which means now I'm free. I can continue my travels with your rogue trader, as she puts a bullet in him. Before we leave this den, let us round up what remains of the blasphemers. I would like to cleanse this place with purifying flame, but perhaps we can find clues that might tell us where these heretics came from, or if they have more associates. I gain 96 experience. And then she lowers her head wearily. We need to talk, but it can wait. Let us meet on the ship when it's time to depart. Footfall. Alright, well, I 100% want to see what they have. Stub carbines aren't going to be worth much. So I'm just going to say always let... Can I say always add to cargo zone? There we go. There is a helmet halt. Heretical adherent. Once per turn, when the wearer uses a psychic power attack, they either restore 2 AP or take 10 warp damage with a 50% chance for each of those effects. No thank you. And heavy leather armor. That's for Abe, right? And he has better. Okay. Is that it?
The world will bow.
Oh, there's a room over here. Some goods that Pascal can hack into.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
There's another faux hammer, but 9 to 14, 15 to 23. So I can put this one in cargo, knowing that I'm going to be getting this faux hammer, just in case I want to use it. It's like a shotgun pistol, which is kind of funny. Sororitas boots. The wearer raises momentum to 175 whenever they kill 5 enemies in a row in one turn. And a melted charge, which I've never used but could be useful. Have I killed that many enemies in a single turn ever? I mean, later on, I can see those being really, really good. I'm just trying to think, like, as of right now, because the 4 AP limit, there's only a few characters that have that possibility, and I want other gear on them. Okay, I think that's it for here. I don't see anything else. Let's go. Shadow Quarters, ho! Well, that was fun. Like, seeing how the new abilities added up. I 100% did not use Abelard or Argenta, how they were supposed to be used with their new abilities, because I forgot Argenta here. Specifically, her new feature. Yeah, her new thing is, like, I'm supposed to use single shot, then single burst to get the weapon skill, damage, all that stuff. I 100% forgot what Abelard even got. Maybe he hasn't even gotten anything yet. So, I don't know. That's a kind of a we'll see situation. But that is done now. I can't do where all the deepest things are. I can't do where the shadows are deepest of all yet, because they're not removing all the stuff.
I tread a path.
I'm still not sure of this one. It says the turn off is right before. The bar. But this makes no sense to me. Because, like, I tried a few different things, and I didn't find anything for the Adeptus Emissaeus.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
And no one there really wants to talk. So I'm assuming maybe I need to just wait on rot as well. Yeah, I'm assuming that... I'm assuming a lot of these,
beneath my feet.
because looking at the map and stuff, I'm not even going to bother going through this again. That I just need to go to the atrium here again. I've been through a lot of this, so let's just go do it. Alright. That's the Hieronymus. So let's go to the... I believe it's the That's not what I want to hit. The liege up here?
The world will bow.
Because Baraka trades Xeno artifacts on footfall. They're fairly blatantly at that. And the Ordo Xenos is in no hurry to rectify the situation.
Alright. So, I'm not sure what's going to happen once we go into the Liege's Palace. Because they've been attacked a few times outside of the palace. Vladium Tokara, the Liege. He's right here, okay. Oh, he looks like a mad scientist. My patience. You remember the way out. Dismissed. The tall man in austere gray clothing makes a show of looking past the woman he's addressing. Okay, she kind of looks like a pirate, or a noble, I'm not sure. Vladium. What Oz he put such harsh words into your mouth? You talk like you're an Imperial clerk, not one of us. Where's my cargo, Vladium? Valko has it, doesn't he? So that's how you do business with your old friends these days? You don't remember. Then this will help remind you. Guards, escort her out. Hey, Dari, move. The massive guard leads down to the woman and says in a lowered voice, Jay, get going while he's letting you. Drown your sorrows at the Amaseus, and thank your lucky stars you were able to walk out the door. You won't get a chance next time. Find the disgraced stranger in the Adeptus bar in Footfall Shadow Quarters, my next quest. First an insult and now threats. I see courtesy and tact are no longer a valued commodity on Footfall. Oh well, I'll find myself a better deal. She turns on a heel and heads towards the exit. As she passes by, she gives you a quick once-over, winks at you, and immediately turns away with a flip of her black jet hair. So maybe we can do business with her. I also see a very big sword, I think, on her belt. The tall man, who has long since noticed your presence, is studying you intently. Vladium Tokara, Liege of Footfall, I already don't like you. Let us please proceed to my office. A spread befitting a visitor of your rank is waiting. Your entourage will be accommodated nearby. Certainly. Let's go. Please follow me. So how am I going to usurp you? Because I already don't like you. While you are engaged in small talk, you get a chance to take the measure of the Liege Tokara. His expression is aloof and focused, his gestures curt and firm. His firm speech, calm and quiet, although he is used to people always listening to what he says, judging by his observant gaze, he has been studying you in turn this whole time. Vladium straightens his chair and says in a polite but completely indifferent tone, Let's talk business. On behalf of the elite of Footfall Station, I offer you my condolences, Lord von Valencius. We mourn Lady Theodora's loss, and we hope this sentiment is taken as a good sign of our good intentions. And we hope this sentiment is taken in a sign of our good intentions and willingness to cooperate. Thank you. It's a terrible loss for everyone. I hope that under your guidance, the dynasty can recover from this blow and attain even greater power. Sure, sweet talk me, whatever. It was a bold move on your part to announce yourself as the new rogue trader of the Von Valencius dynasty, despite not having your status confirmed by anyone of import from the Imperium. I appreciate such traits in people. It is good to understand who you're dealing with. I've heard much about your rare acumen. What's that? Everyone's talking about my intelligence. Jeez, don't they have anything else about me? Or I should say, about the profoundly impressive results you managed to achieve by using it. I always had a fondness for individuals who can destroy their enemy or gain a powerful ally with just a few well-phrased sentences, or precisely issued orders. The corners of his mouth began to twitch, bringing his expression dangerously close to a genuine smile. As you may have noticed, Footfall is currently in a state of crisis, as people would benefit from the patronage of a figure such as yourself. What's the situation in the region? Troubling. Xenos raids are growing more frequent, trade is suffering, and the fringe worlds are going under. Rumors of atrocities being committed by enemies of humanity are causing excessive panic due to their exotic nature. The core of the Imperium forces in the Koronus Expanse has departed for the sector borders in combat to Xenos threat. There have been no word from them for a while now. Then again, the distance between the current issue with the Astropass, that is not out of the ordinary. Still, we are not yet alone. From several of the worlds hit by Xenos attack, we have received reports of fierce warriors who had descended from the sky and entered the fray. The fragmentary accounts lead me to believe that blessed Adeptus Astartes are operating in the Koronus Expanse, and I await news of their victory in great anticipation. Okay. Any Xenos attacks on Footfall? Shortly before you did, he was interested in certain sensitive information which I happen to possess. Oh, I asked the wrong thing. I hit 3, not 4. Has Proctor Anthar visited you by chance? Shortly before you did, he was interested in sensitive information, which I happen to possess. He also required access to a dock cognitors containing logs and administration data. Naturally, I offered my full cooperation and provided the esteemed arbitrators with a designated area at the docks where they could work away from the bustle and din of the crowd. I assume this is where Proctor is at the moment. Have there been any Xenos attacks on Footfall? No, there haven't. Attacking Footfall in general is not a particularly reasonable thing to do. Many ships are docked here at any given time, and even the listed weapons on board could make for a decent fighting force. That's not even to mention the firepower of our esteemed merchants have shamefully hidden away from the station's custom officials. For us here, Xenos are more of a source of income than a threat. Well, one must know the enemy to understand the enemy. I'm convinced that your connections with Footfall will allow you to broaden your knowledge and understanding of Xenos considerably. I will see to it that your curiosity is satisfied in every way. So let's talk about this. I was attacked right at the docks. An outrageous stunt. A show of disrespect both for you and me, sadly. Such incidents on Footfall are akin to natural disasters. Impossible to predict or preempt, they simply happen. Many consider Footfall to be a pirate den, but believe me when I say that it is a mere difference between organized crime and gangs of thugs who have nothing to lose. You were attacked by the latter. The Anvers are a gang of punks who spit on our customs and hierarchy. Even their leader is more akin to an ideologue, a rabble-rouser who calls for people's heads. Not a commander, sooner or later we will find him and have him strung up. That will likely cool his followers' enthusiasm. Got an awareness out of this. Behind the carefully built facade of composure, you sense anger. It appears that this man is not used to losing control, but that is exactly what is happening. I would like to know more about the Anvers. Why haven't they been dealt with? I've been using all my resources to delay the moment when the station is hit by famine. I haven't gotten around to the Anvers yet. As detrimental as they are, they're no players. When their leader dies, the rest will scatter. I can tell that they've been a real pain for you. I bet you'd love to gut those jokers, wouldn't you? A shark-like smile appears on his face, bloody and vicious. Back where I grew up, they call it throwing someone for a loop. They carve a particular sign on a person's forehead, then load them alive into the slag disposal chute, and then send them out to orbit the station. Every 30 years, we clean the orbit and count how many stiffs have been bearing the switch signs have been floating around. You have no idea how much I want to throw those little thugs out for a loop, like in the good old days. You know, normally I don't condone violence, but for people like the Anvers, That doesn't sound like the worst option. Okay, so what kind of patronage do you seek from me? Protection. Not military protection, but a different kind of security. You have, of course, already encountered difficulties with the warp navigation on your way here. I'm afraid the scope of these difficulties extend far beyond the area. Reports of disrupted routes and ships vanishing during short jumps are coming in from across the entire sector. Communications with the Calixis sector have been extremely unstable. Of the ships that have dived into the Maw in recent years, none have returned. The last ship that came through the Maw from the other side was struck by a temporal anomaly. The jump took almost 2 decades in real space-time. Warp lore has succeeded. You have heard that periods of warp instability, including cases where the Maw would become completely inaccessible for navigations for years on end, thus temporarily cutting off the Koronus Expanse from the Imperium. Even so, his words are particularly alarming. It seems that something had a profound effect on the Maw. Doesn't really say what. A huge warp storm, probably. Okay. And this brings us to our main issue. Footfall is a repair shipyard and trading post. We barely produce anything ourselves and are largely dependent on incoming shipments, especially food shipments. The station naturally has some reserves, but the supply issues didn't start yesterday. Footfall would be obliged if House von Valencius would assist us by signing a contract for food deliveries. So we have a logic test, and I succeeded it. I can't be the only one you've asked for help. Naturally, I tried contacting other rogue traders, but the terms of House Corda would have bled Footfall dry. As for the esteemed Caligos Winterscale, who I believe actually reigns in this area, if I was not mistaken from what I understood earlier, and maybe I'm forgetting things correctly. Instead of a food shipment from him, I received a transport, the Naviacia, packed with refugees. I had to send them to Foulstone. So many extra mouths to feed would have only worsened the crisis further. So he, despite being the reigning guy in the area, tried to make the situation worse? I don't understand that one. I suppose all these warp fluctuations must have created more pressing concern for Lord Winterscale, and thus I put my faith in you, the third and last of Footfall's allies. And if you are so fond of my acumen, then do not insult by putting on a brave face. Now we both know you have a far greater need of me than I have of you. You are very perceptive. Well, now you know what you're buying. The situation is difficult, but should you decide to offer your support, you'll forget about the existence of trading hubs other than Footfall because you won't have more loyal friends elsewhere. So what are the terms of the deal? It's simple. Delivery of food shipments from your fertile worlds, Janus, I imagine. I'm quite familiar with that jewel of von Valencius protectorate in exchange for fair payment. See, I already don't like this guy, but let's see what we get here. I'm not going to make the guy beg. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't care. I'm not even going to ask. And I am a rogue trader. I want the profit. I do kind of like too. The payment will be unfair, as I will be robbing you blind. I don't want him in charge anymore. I'm not sure if I want to go with 2 or 3. I'm not sure what would get me the better deal here. I think if I go with 3, potentially better things happen for me in the future. I'm thinking long-term, game down the road. 2 is more the short-term path. I get like a better upfront deal. 3, if Footfall stays a thing, potentially I get more in the long run for the game. So let's go 3. Very well, I'll help you with food shipments. He takes a quick sip from his glass, probably to hide his smile. I am immensely obliged, your lordship. I assume you're going to need time to get the shipments up and running. I can wait. On my end, I promise you complete cooperation with your endeavors. And now we need a lot of information. What's happening with the Shadow Quarters? Why is there a quarantine? Oh, that. Who knows? It could be an actual epidemic, or perhaps 2 families that started just all came down to the same food poisoning at the same time. We're on a space station. The best solution is to isolate the area and wait for the problem to resolve itself. I wish to enter it. Out of the question, you would be putting yourself and the station at risk. I believe I said I wish to enter the quarantine zone. I know enough about who you were before and what you do to people who oppose you without good reason. I will arrange clear passage into the barricade. Hopefully your rashness will not spell the death of the station. There's an establishment not too far from here. Okay, No, we're gonna do all this in a row. There's an establishment not far from here. They let people torture fake Xenos there. I want it to stop. It will be dealt with. I have some other questions about Footfall. Rest assured, I will be candid. My lips are bound by the oath of service. What exactly interests you on Footfall? This abode of merchants, xenotech traders, and only a few bandits? What oath are you referring to? There's a certain custom on Footfall. Any rogue trader who arrives on the station and docks is considered it to be absolute ruler, and the liege their loyal servant. This makes me your servant. These are mean. What a fascinating custom. Useful too. I defer to your judgment, your lordship. Something tells me you used to be a bandit yourself. You aren't wrong. My path was long and bloody, but in the end I rose from running a gang that had staked its claim to a treatment of a filter station to becoming a liege of Footfall. Many died to make this possible, and those who survived figured it would be more convenient to put me at the head to then continue the slaughter of the turf war. I can only hope that my elevation and the peace that it came with have done the station well. I mean, that much has become clear. Okay. Who holds the reins of the Xenogoods trade? The Calabista Mission, a criminal syndicate that has seized control out of the entirety of the coal trade in the sector. Xenos creations are in high demand, so every single colony has a Calabistan agent or two. Opposing their commercial interest is a lot more dangerous than using their merchandise. A pale ghost of a smile appears on his lips. Still, making friends with this organization is profitable as it is dangerous to make enemies of them, and so it just happens that I managed to earn their trust, and on Footfall they conduct their business under my watchful eye. Where does one go to make a few deals? Here. I am the main dealer on the station, and it would be disrespectful of me to suggest you take your business to Footfall traders of lesser importance. Still, you might take an interest of a few people of note. For example, Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, the servant of the Exilarchy, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, is rumored to purchase sacred relics from captains, and other traders don't seem keen on becoming his competitors. So he is a trader as well, okay. If you're looking for goods that can entertain you, find Octavia in the establishment called Adeptus Academius. The chemical bliss that she offers is refined to possess a satisfactory degree of purity. Just don't ask her to pour you her signature drink. It's meant for a common Footfall rabble. So let's see your wares. I'm at your service. So what does he have? Increases users' resolve by... You know, I want to know what is Resolve at this point, because I still don't know. Resolve influences how efficiently and for how long characters can fight in battle. It determines how much amount of momentum gained at the beginning of turn and by killing an enemy. Okay. I can get more med kits, which would be amazing. I still do not have much profit factor. He has a really good hex rifle that has toxin in it. Okay. Bladed boots. Oh, those are actually really good. Precise bolter would be good for Argenta. So he has a lot of really good stuff. It's a fusion gun. Oh, he has our first melta gun, but I need 38 profit factor for that. So I'm not sure if meltaguns have any AoE, but it does have 60 armor pen and does 26 max damage. That's kind of cool. Dark Lance, Dukari weapon once again. 28 damage and is a heavy ranged weapon. Huh. I'm looking for any kind of a sniper, because I would love to have a sniper upgrade, and I'm seeing all kinds of other cool stuff. And I'm seeing that, like, maybe I want to take heavy weapons on some people. Oh, here's a sniper upgrade with 10 toxin in it. It's actually not as much damage as my Rebel sniper rifle, but it has more range on it, more armor pen, and that toxin damage. This sniper rifle that I would need a lot. Like, he has so much stuff here. A sniper less with even more damage on it. So I need to get to roughly 62 profit factor just to be able to buy stuff off him. So I have a feeling we're going to be in this sector for a while. Okay. Lord Captain, so the Vox is going off, and this is the Vox Master. Lord Captain, I am pleased to report that the inspections have been complete and all identified system failures have been resolved. The voidship is ready to depart Footfall. The crew is waiting for your further instructions. There are also a number of issues that need to be addressed. We have received word from Proctor Solomon Anver, the arbiter whose squad we retrieved from Reichhead miners. He has requested an audience with you and will be awaiting at the Footfall docks. Oh.
Intrigue.
So I was actually going to go straight to the quarantine area, but I really, really wanted that guy as a ally. So maybe I go to him. I also kind of wanted to check out Hieronymus. So let's talk to this Bastion guy who's standing right out front. Go back and talk to Solomon. Pick him up if he's going to be an ally, then go back to the quarantine, because there's a lot of stuff to do here that seem to be locked behind the quarantine now that I can enter that. A well-groomed young man calls out to you. He is clean-shaven and dressed in clothes that are expensive but unshowy, with the bright Aquila embroidered on the prominent spot. Your lordship, I humbly ask a minute of your time. I am Bastion in Darima Bastal Corda, the youngest cousin of House Corda, and I'm an envoy of Insidia Bastel Corda, rogue trader of the Koronus Expanse by the grace of the most holy emperor. Corda, They are some of the most influential rogue traders in the Koronus Expanse, but not on Footfall. This station is under the control of House Winterscale. Something tells me we're about to hear a most curious offer. Okay, what do you want to talk about? A matter of utmost delicacy. You see, you've been to the residence of the Liege. Vladium almost certainly appealed to you for the assistance in the arrangement of shipments to Footfall. The von Valencius Protectorate is famed for the abundance of its main agri-world Janus. It would be odd for him not to seize an opportunity when Footfall is on the verge of famine. However, Corda Dynasty pursues its own interest in Footfall. We already announced our terms to the Liege, but he is stalling, I imagine, in hopes of getting a better offer from you. Cordia Dynasty believes that cooperation would be preferable from both rogue trader houses. If you refuse Vladium, thereby forcing him to agree to us, Cordia Dynasty can promise you a share of the profits from the future contract, as well as other certain prerequisites. Everybody benefits. The Emperor's most loyal servants should be more concerned with carrying his will through the stars and less with divvying up profits among themselves, especially when the well-being of one of the Imperium worlds is at stake, even one such as Footfall. Beyond your smile, Master Bastion, teal shadows swirl. Others may not see them, but your worry cannot escape my eye. What are you afraid of? Your house's wrath should see these negotiations prove fruitless, or the wrath of House von Valencius. What would you mind elaborating the terms of your proposal? Not at all. Would you like to take these negotiations elsewhere? So Bastion smiles and opens his mouth to offer another piece of sugar-coated courtesy when suddenly... pop!
Your struggle.
Oh, yeah, Anvers. Well, I'm not getting that deal. Okay. I definitely need to deal with these guys, because they just... Not that I was going to take that deal, I was going to tell them to shove off. But they did just cost me a deal. Actually, Pascal, then, can you go one to the left, and then we'll put the Rogue Trader right... We'll put the Rogue Trader there, then. Then everyone just charges forward. And Argenta, we'll have you run forward as well. Okay. Battle start. Cassia. We're gonna go here, behind the tree, actually.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
By Littlest. I can get those three, which takes one out. Then we bring it down on the main character, getting a sniper shot with him. And if I hit the Anver Thug right here, I can potentially get two others. Not sure how we just missed that. I had a 95 on him. And then frontline, deal more damage. Not that this really is going to matter.
I am a navigator, not
So I'll
a
get more armor in that spot. Then cover efficiency, dodge reduction. Like, I can rotate this. Press R to rotate.
If
Cover efficiency there. And then damage and oh, I should have put this there. We'll put this here if I want to change. So the rear is actually in front of the back line. That way I can get more damage if I reposition.
Out of my way.
Twice dead Lanny. Oh, he's the sniper probably who got people.
Scared yet? Help me, Lord Captain!
Let's get to it. Suffering is part of the trial.
Hey, guard, you're supposed to help us out. Oh, you got a good smack on him. I think you electrocuted his head in.
Hold on.
I'm here, maggot!
I see a really good shot here for Argenta.
Rejoice in battle!
So I just want to see here if I pop right here, I do hit Abelard. So we are going to do control shot.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And then if I do this, I'm not guaranteed to take some people out. So we will do concentrated fire.
That is
And
not
then we're going to spray at them.
As the Emperor commands, can escape the Emperor's
Well, looks like we got a few. Yeah, we got 2 of them.
I'll do it.
And then get some Valor. Momentum.
Let's get to it.
13 left. Alright, Birdie goes and attacks Anver Thug.
Abide in the host of blessed creations of the
Well, we got 2 of them. Then going to precise shot here. Overcharge my Melta and take these 2 out.
Messiah condemns you.
I guess we didn't take that one out, but that's fine. And we're gonna up damage on Twice Dead Lanny.
These are not that universal. Running by every
Analyze him.
High momentum.
Cabela, let's run up here.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Hit the Anver Thug.
As the tenants, death is a blessing.
Momentum jump.
The other side awaits.
Blade dance down the armor to Anver. Death from above.
Trust me.
Hit the Anver Thug again. And then we can start running up towards Lanny.
Shield.
At your beck and call.
Abelard, charge. Take it, Anver Thug down. Just gonna keep running.
Than this in my time.
If I do Daring Breach now, we can keep moving, get more AP, hit the Anver Specialist,
Reduced to dust.
get more AP, run up towards Lanny,
Places at the fore.
tie him up, and then just beat him senseless.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Okay, we have an 80% chance to hit. How have we missed twice in a row? And bonk him with the shield,
Grey hair, sure hair.
and then brace for impact. There's 4 enemies left. Let's hit the Anver Thug in back there. Oh, is that just more guards coming to help us?
Emperor, give me strength.
So we're gonna Littlest Stare at the Anver Thug right there.
Me,
Bring it down on the main character.
yes, Lord Captain.
So we can pop the heavy Anver Thug. And now Twice Dead Lanny wants to go. Pop right in the back. Hit Abelard, but
God and
I think we can get him.
be the fire in my heart.
Well, maybe not with her.
Show me what you got. Let's get to it.
Hey, Pascal. Can you summon the birdie? Summon the birdie. Birdie got Lanny. Well, too bad for our friendo who wanted to offer us a deal. Auspix plus 10 awareness bonus. Sin Skin, which is not great at all. And a sniper rifle that I already had. Lovely. Not an upgrade. Stun grenade. Not bad. Might use it someday. Note from Atrium. Anver's note to the Atrium. Sector 2, watch your back. Make sure you're not being followed. Otherwise, a bunch of stuff I'm eventually gonna sell. These guys are out front again, wondering about the whole happenstance, I'm assuming. Visit the Anvers base and rot. I was hoping to see what that actually was, but I guess that'll come later. I'll just have to look in my inventory, because I clicked the journal, not it. There is a chain axe. That sounds even worse than a chain sword. Axes have special attack that inflicts bleeding. Chain weapons deal 25% extra bleed damage. So this does... I would replace Piercing Strike for Sweep, where that does the bleed damage. But I lose 25% armor pen, so I'll keep the power pick. I believe that is everything there. So I got a few interesting items, one of which was this Auspix. I can put the book on her because she'll do more damage to demons, and she just does that as kind of a base anyway. See anything else really that's important here? Don't really care about the flamer. Not gonna have a servo skull. We're not gonna get the raven. I think the rest was just grenades or medkits, maybe? Alright. Well, such as it is, let's, Hey, weren't these guys supposed to be put in towards my... I thought these were supposed to be in my, thing, and that's why I lost a whole point. You're back, wonderful. Why are you back? I already freed your exhibits. You did indeed, but how long do you think it'll take me to catch some new ones? He smiles innocently. I paid you for these ones. I'm a rogue trader. I'm just kind of going through these. There's no way for me to, like, open this, huh? Personally, I want to see something here, but I really don't want this to, like... So what I'm getting at here is, I already paid the man for the goods and he's not releasing them. I am a rogue trader. I have total authority on this station. I'm gonna wait for him to move.
One step closer.
No, we can't hit him.
Is always there for you.
We can't hit him.
Victory is imminent.
Why can't we hit him? I already paid for these.
I'm listening. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
No, we can't do anything about it. That man just cheated me. The rogue trader. I should have some kind of repentance against him. That's not cool. Oh, they're the guards. You're in deep, friend. You've made some very powerful people angry. There we go. By the Liege's special decree, citizens permitted to brew. Vladium told us to make sure you're not seen around here again, and we will. I mean, you cheated me, sir. Now what happens to them? That's what I would like to know, but... Alright. Then the final thing for now is, where is Hieronymus? Because I can supposedly trade with him, I was told. So we can tell him that the request has been fulfilled. I got 200 reputation with that. That's kind of cool. And 77 experience. I hope that their suffering was in measure with their deeds. So, let's see here. We can ask him what he's doing with footfall. So just go ahead and pause this if you need it. So that gave... I mean, that gave us a journal entry, but that wasn't what I was actually trying to do. Tell me about yourself. What is troubling your heart? I'd like to look at what the Saints have to offer me. There we go. Imperial Scroll. Gains 15 to lure Imperium. We're taking this. Bloodhound Staff. First use of an attack of Navigator power per turn does not set the power on cooldown. However, does not count towards attack limit. Second use of the power or the use of a different attacking power on the same turn deals an additional 6 damage to all targets and 6 damage towards the Navigator, though. Okay. That is still a good one. I'm taking that. More Onslaught. You know, we'll just take everything here because I want the medkits as well. Enforcer Helmet. All effects of Taunting Scream suffer minus 12 penalty to willpower tests. Yes. So we're taking all of that. Elite Chainsword. So just a little extra damage there, I'm guessing. Sanctified Staff. Emperor's Wrath ability. Everyone adjacent to the target suffers psi damage. Damage dealt to this attack. Damage dealt by this attack to allies is reduced by half. So that's kind of nice if you're hitting allies. 15 willpower. 5 or 10 fellowship. There's a Maul that I don't really care about. Militant's Cloak. First melee attack in combat can't be dodged. It's a crack grenade. Just impact damage. Heavy bolter. I was actually wondering if this would be a thing. 8 rate of fire, but not too much damage actually. Huh. Power Claymore. Each attack with this heavy rock saw performs several attacks. The first strike hits, all subsequent also hit. That's kinda cool. 3 strikes from it. I mean, all of them have kinda cool stuff. So I'm wondering if I should just, like, start pooling stuff towards all of them. Because I have to go pretty far in all of them. So I already have better armor than that. Oh, that's light armor, but nonetheless. Critical chance in melee increased by 6%. So what do you guys like? Holy Gifts. Then jewelry. So we'll just give them all the holy gifts. I think I'm just going to start putting all the, like, stuff they like towards them. So, like, if this person likes holy gifts, I'm just going to give them all the holy gifts. Things like that. And we can go from there with certain people. I'm not going to give them jewelry or anything like that. That only got me to level 1. And then next time, I'm going to go meet with Solomon. Then we can go into the area that was quarantined off before. I kind of want to take a look at, like, this technically does more damage now. Just less penetration, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but I also get more parry, minus weapon skill while hit, plus critical hit damage, so I think that's the worthy trade-off there. I could get a lot more damage on this one. Actually, if I wanted to. I use Taunting Scream a lot, so that Enforcer helmet could be really good. I'm not sure who has Lore Imperium on my group. No one supposedly, so I'm not going to put that on, but it's nice to have on hand. But yeah, a lot of stuff we got there. If I start trading kind of like that, there's other stuff that we can get that'll be handy. I can trade out the House Orcelio staff because realistically, I don't think it's doing too much for me. 5 willpower, 5 perception. Technically, castigating can be nice, but if I need to, the Bloodhound staff can be a lot better, I think. And we'll just keep going like that and see what Solomorn has for us and go into that area next time and go from there. So I suppose that'll be it for this time. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and otherwise, as always, I wish you all well. I will see you next time, and please have a good one.